I forgot we were recording.
All right. Well, I was gonna say I should have recorded that whole beginning part so I could come back but I made notes. All right. With the ceremonial gong, we are gonna start this episode.
Hashtag not an ad. We're live from the Liquid Death Studios in Plain City, Ohio. This is Show and Tell with Tone and Tone.
Hashtag not an ad. Hashtag wish it was an ad. Hashtag LD sponsor us, please. Or bubbly.
Any carbonated flavored mineral water. We are
No, just these two.
not.
Just liquid. We are shills for liquid death and bubbly, but we hate
Yeah,
capitalism.
if San Pellegrino knocked on my door with a bucket of $1 million and said, "Please let us sponsor you," I would say no.
If LaCroix kicked down this door right now and said, "We will give you all the money in the world. All you got to do is drink one of our LaCroix on your episode," I would kick them right back out the door. Say, if it's not an
if
LD or a bubbly, it ain't for me.
if Perrier parachuted into my front yard and said, "I will make you immortal if you drink our flavored beverages on your podcasts," I would drown in a pool.
If
That one
Voss,
went dark. That got dark.
if Voss Sparkling said, "We
Did they
will,"
wait, hold on. Bit
Voss
over.
does make a
Does
sparkling
Voss
one.
does it rip? Dude, that's probably is amazing.
No, it's ass. It's actually ass.
Ugh.
Or wait.
Uh,
I don't know if it's the
uh,
sparkling one or the flavored ones, but I've had one.
that's the one in the real tall, thin bottle, right?
Tall, thin glass bottle
You know why I like Voss?
because you feel elite. You
Well,
feel
I
elite when you
mean, I
drink
have
it.
that. Dude, I have a PhD. I feel that every day. Um, no, I like Voss because it reminds me of
Pretty
Jolt's
hydrated
energy
dude.
drinks.
Wait, what? Sorry. We both. You were finishing
Oh,
your sentence.
that was a good. We both, dude. I made a good nostalgia pull, and you made a good joke. That sucks that we lost both.
Yeah,
Um,
damn.
no, I like Voss because the bottle reminds me. Do you remember Jolt?
Jolt.
Jolt energy drink.
I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe.
okay. So
I remember
Jolt.
Volt.
Wait, I might be thinking of Volt. Volt, the can was like a battery, and it was real tall, and it had that big, thick lid.
Volt. I'm gonna look up
I might
Jolt.
be thinking of there was like a blue flavor.
Okay, so there's Jolt energy drink, which
Show me the can.
oh yeah, it was Jolt because it looks like a monster. Is that it?
Yeah, but that wasn't back in the early thousands. They had
Oh
like
my,
these mega. I'll do in. Oh yeah, there it is.
that's it,
Yeah, the one on the right. The one
dude.
on the right.
That looks
Um,
like a Bush Light. That looks like if Bush
listen,
Light
have you seen that?
and fucking what's it called had a baby.
Have
Um,
you seen Back to the Future?
well, I've seen the first two. I haven't seen the third one.
That's fine. Okay, so you're not remember at the end of Back to the Future when he opens the lid of the DeLorean and the garbage thing makes that like big hissing sound?
Yeah.
Every single time you open a tall boy of Jolt, it makes that exact sound. And when I was 13 and
That's how
had
you know it's
infinite
poison.
access to free Jolts at my job, I was like,
Uh,
excellent.
on one.
I was 14. I didn't violate labor laws when I worked at Chapters Cafe in Poland, Ohio in 2004.
In Poland, Ohio. You took the Jolt to Poland?
No, the Jolt came to me, bro.
Oh.
Listen, I worked at this restaurant and it was a cafe, it was a bakery, and it was like a catering company. And I was primarily a dishwasher.
Was
Sometimes
this
I
the
would
one
work
wait, was
counter.
this the one where they made you eat the
No.
cakes?
Oh yeah, yes.
Still such a crazy story. Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, it is that place. And they had like the fattest stocked beverage options.
Mhm.
Like you could get more beverages at Chapters Cafe than at 7-Eleven. And
Ooh.
me and the other like dipshit high school employees would just like drink gallons of carbonated beverages on shift. So, and
I
my
miss
two
those.
favorites,
I miss those days.
I used to like just absolutely swim in like Jolt Tall Boys, but and they don't have this anymore, so you might not even be able to understand this, but they had Red Bull Cola, and I have entire rows of cavities that are just from Red Bull Colas because I would drink like four
Ew.
of them in a 3 hour shift.
Oh my God. That's poison,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Speaking of,
when people are like, Tony, why are you fat? And it's like, I'm
it's all
fat
the
because
Red
I
Bull
was
Cola.
unsupervised around pop in my formative years. Like, I just
Well,
had infinite access to like pop.
well, if we go back, it was the Pepsi Blue that started it all. Deep
Man,
pull,
there's a deep cut from the De Janeiro
deep
archive.
pull. Got to be you. Little help for people following along. Watch our first live episode for that one. So,
Dude, live in Livonia.
at the old crib.
Live in Livonia.
So can I have an anecdote about why I didn't drink energy drinks for the longest time. Well, one, I went to Catholic school, so my parents were like, energy drinks are the devil. No, they weren't, but
That's funny.
I did know
That's funny.
I did
That'd
know
be fun.
some people's parents were the people who were like, Monster is the drink of the devil because it has the mark of the beast on it. And I'm like, wow, that's fucking
Good
crazy.
Lord.
Because it really
That's
does.
funny.
And it's like
Oh,
unleash the monster or something. But working at the liquor store, um, we had like in the back room, we had a big ass like shelf of Rip It energy. Have you ever had a Rip It?
um, maybe.
I've never had a Rip It in my life. They were 129 bottom shelf
That's not
energy
enough
drinks.
money for a drink that supposedly has drugs in it.
Absolutely not. It was bottom shelf and it came in like these weird, it was like grape grape bomb, lime crush. It had like super weird names. And then
I'm
they
doing
came out.
research while you talk.
Yeah, you look it up. And then they came out with a whole sugar free line. Anyways, I say that because there was a fuck ton of Rip Its. There was probably like 20, 30 flavors. Probably like 20 flavors. So in the back room, since they were so like like bottom shelf, we had a bunch of them because they were cheap, and then we're at the very bottom of
Right.
the stack because not a lot of people bought them. So there's just like like 2, 3 cases high, like 10 rows deep. So year
That
after
doesn't sound appealing to me.
no, so we had old ass cans of Bang just at the very bottom, and like at a liquor store, there's stuff like stacked like 15 cases high. So like those very bottom ones,
Hmm.
it's going to take you a minute to get them. So nobody wanted to get those. So if there were cases on top, people would just pull from those. So that
Sure.
whole bottom row stayed there for years.
Oh
And
no.
I was the poor sap who one day had to take them out because it was leaking. And I'm like, how does it leak? So they had been sitting there for so long that the Rip It had eaten through the can, eaten through the weak point of the can at this point, like at the seam, and seeped
Oh,
onto the ground, and it was black, like it was tar. Um, and so I had to pull all those cases out. So it was like 6 cases, but it was like underneath 10 cases. Well, it was underneath 60 cases. So I'm sitting there pulling all of these out. And then once I
oh
get to
my
the very
God.
bottom, dude, the bottom case was
Just
completely.
cemented to the floor.
I like sat there and I like strained to pull it off, and there was just like this layer of tar on the bottom of the floor, and I had to sit there with a hot ass mop, like just pouring boiling water on top for like 45 minutes, and it still stained the floor. And after that, I was like,
Dude,
I will never drink an energy drink. And then 5 years
what
later,
a
I got into Red Bull. So
what a crazy way to spend your day at your job. You know what I mean? Like
It
that's
wasn't,
nuts.
the worst part is that it wasn't even one day. It was like 2, 3 days. It was horrible.
Right. Right.
Um,
So I was doing some research while you were talking, and the newest wave of terrifying energy drinks
oh
to
God.
me are the candy flavored
I
Ghost
I knew
Energy.
you
Have you
were gonna
seen
say that.
these?
I've seen it only because you have. No, I've seen it at like
The
7-Eleven and stuff.
those come highly reviewed by my cousins who work at or that used to work for Quicken Loan.
Oh
And
God.
they you know, they're not about this life, which means that they are about the energy drink life, which is a close simulant,
Yeah.
or excuse me, a close second to that other stimulant. And I remember Yusef messaging me and being like, hey bro, don't you really like those Swedish fish candies? And I was like, yes. And he was like, don't you really like energy drinks? And
Don't
I
you
was like,
really want to
yes.
drink them?
And he was like, don't you not care if you have a heart attack when you're 39? And I was like, no, I do not. So I had that, and I think that was probably like I had one of those at the beginning of the semester this past fall, and I think that was the last time I had like an energy drink. You know, other than Red Bull, which like doesn't affect me anymore, so I don't count it as an energy drink. But
I love the taste
you,
of Red Bull. I
you know
hate
what I
that.
got
I
in?
hate that I love it.
You know what I got into this semester?
Hmm.
Coffee flavored energy drinks, like the Starbucks like triple shot.
Oh,
And you know what? They're more potent. Those some of those have more caffeine than
yeah,
like
the
regular Starbucks, but I think this year I grew out of like Bang and Monster and Ghost, and
gross.
I'm gonna always love the taste of Red Bull. Um I think like I think, and this is gonna be like a huge revelation for me, but
Say it.
like I'm a brown liquor guy, but I think anytime I'm at the bar, which by the way is not terribly often, um, vodka Red Bull is my drink.
See, I mean, Renee has a really bad story with vodka Red Bull. She'll have to tell you. But
Ugh.
I,
She can tell me when we're in a bar in Chicago together.
yes. Long story short, Renee has sworn off vodka Red Bulls. She said she will never drink one ever again.
I have a hunch it's for similar reasons to why I'll never drink tequila again.
Maybe I don't have any. I don't have any alcohol like that.
Well, you're not like that's not the way that you party, right? Like
Yeah,
you're not really like a big drinker.
nah. I'll like.
Do you have like a bad experience, or are you just you never were around people that got super into it and you never got super into it and now you're like in
About
your
vodka,
late 20s and it would be
vodka Red Bull
embarrassing
or
for you
drinking.
drinking.
Oh no, I worked in a liquor store, so I worked exclusively with alcoholics. So I think that was like, I was like,
You were
this
like, yeah,
this
this is
doesn't
like
seem
not
that cool.
cool.
Yeah, I'm like, this is like it would be people like getting fucked up on like a Thursday night. I'm like, I think I'm cool. I'm good
Yeah,
with
just like
this.
dudes coming in for like their third old English 40. And it's like, yeah, I'll just stick to the okay, wait. Now here's a question. Here's a hypothetical question. The people must know. Would you rather
Would
drink
I
a
rather?
flavored sparkling Voss
Hmm.
or get drunk on a 40 of liquor?
You know, I've never had a 40. I've never had a like. So I guess that
I know what we're doing in February.
we're playing Edward 40 hands. Rachel's gonna text you and be like, "How's it going?" And I'm gonna have to take your. We're gonna have Renee send a picture of both of us because we're gonna have 40s.
Do you know it would be worth the $12 it would cost
What?
faking that, faking that image? Like, let's go buy 440s, not drink them, but definitely tape them to our hands.
Oh my god. So I know this. I know this whole episode has just.
Yeah, we really just went for it.
Yeah. It has. It's. Oh, perfect. There we go. There's our 10 minutes.
Good
Um.
Lord. We didn't
It's
even start.
it's really become our energy drink episode, which is funny because both of us just woke up and it's very early.
Yeah.
I had one thing that I wanted to bring to show and tell. Since we didn't roll for anything, also
Okay.
welcome to show and tell, everybody. the show that we still do on Zoom for our FBI agents.
We hope you're enjoying this, friends.
Shout out to you guys. So the one thing I wanted to bring to show and tell was my friend Steven. And
Moon Knight.
ooh, different Steven.
Oh,
I
well,
mean,
you said it with like a little bit of a British accent, so I thought that was why I thought,
different Jewish Steven.
okay. Oh, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who this is?
No,
What about if I dun, 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 dun.
yeah, this is exciting for me. I'm like, who the fuck is this
Oh,
guy?
you'll know. Um he mostly likes to be called by his nickname.
Oh God.
So since we didn't have a topic, I was thinking, I'm like, what do I want to bring to show and tell? Because I knew it was going to go this way. I knew it was going to be, we're not going to have anything. We're not going to talk about, and I thought about it last night as I was going to bed. I was like, I should ask Tony what we're going to do for our in between since we don't have a role. And then I immediately went to bed because I was like, we'll figure it out in the morning.
Vibes, strictly vibes.
So
No plan, just vibes.
I have been vibing to Hoodie Allen lately because Hoodie Allen he reminds me of high school, and I feel like that's so
Raven.
disrespectful to him because I do enjoy Hoodie Allen's music. He's not the best rapper, but I think he is a genius at like coming back into my life.
Is is he
Because
still releasing music actively?
yes, so he just dropped this. Actually, he just dropped a song that's kind of sad. It's about his either girlfriend or fiance cheating on him, and he like the name of the song is the guy's name, and he's like, hey, the song is like to the guy, and it's like, hey guy, hey dude, I think I'm banging your girlfriend. It's like, but she was my fiance. So it's like, I haven't listened to it
Oh
all the way, but like I've heard
my
snippets of it. It's fucked up. It's really sad.
poor fella.
But I love Hoodie Allen's music. It's just like it's very like it it feels very goofy and it's fun and it's like very
It
chill.
is, I mean, is it like in the same is he in the same lane as like Lil Dicky? Like it is like
I would say not as silly. Like
so more like Childish Gambino camp, maybe?
yes, but not as good.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Yes, but I love Hoodie Allen. Like No Interruption, still crazy. That song is still insane. I love it.
Yeah, I was pretty dismissive of that whole like crew, like Lil Dicky, Hoodie Allen, Asher Roth,
Oh my god, Asleep in the Bread
uh,
Aisle. I love College.
even like Macklemore, like all those kind of
But so yeah, so I wanted to bring up Hoodie Allen for two reasons.
okay.
One, he's featured on two new songs that I really like, and I'm gonna send them to you after. But one of
Mm,
them is called Buddy, and I literally heard it, and I was like, oh my god, me and Tony would vibe to this song. And it's just like it's got a good beat. They have a pretty cool flow. The way they like hop back and forth on a verse is really cool. But the guy that he is on the song with, whose song it is a TikTok guy that I found his music on TikTok. So he like makes skits and shit. And I'm like, wow, this is so crazy that this is how I'm like rediscovering Hoodie Allen for myself.
mhm.
Because the first time I discovered Hoodie Allen was through Jake and Amir videos on YouTube, which is so stupid and so
Yes.
goofy, but it's also like part of the reason why I love Hoodie Allen because he knows like his lane. And I feel like
Yeah.
he's not too cool to do YouTube videos and TikToks. And like the the Jake and Amir videos are like him being a rap teacher to Amir, and they're so fucking funny, and they're shitty bars that I have in the back of my head that I say all the time, and they're all about aardvarks.
Would
Um,
you spit a few for us, please?
um, oh fuck, what was it?
I'm sitting in the car park. I wish I was an aardvark.
Oh no, no, it's worse. It's like,
I gotta cheat to get through life. Call me Game Shark.
oh my
I don't
god,
know.
I'll have to send it to you because I won't do it any justice, and it's nothing you would even guess, but it's amazing.
All right.
Um, so Hoodie Allen doing Jake and Amir videos, and then him doing these Connor Price TikToks. I'm like, wow, Hoodie Allen just keeps coming back to me,
That's awesome.
and um, and yeah, so I've just been listening to the songs a couple of actually for the past couple of days, and Buddy made me want to bring it on here. So those are my
I
two
love that.
reasons. That's
You know
all I
what?
brought to show and tell.
That's funny because that's sort of like the opposite of a little like personal you know me, I can't just like enjoy anything. I have to like make a homework assignment out of it or like turn it into a school project. So
You're
like
talking to the person who also does that.
so like, you know, your thing is like right now you're kind of savoring enjoying this old familiar artist. I'm doing like the opposite of that. This year, challenging myself to not just listen to Jack White and Coheed and Cambria.
Hmm.
And I'm thinking about bands who have like one album that I really, really, really love.
Hmm.
And in fact, this is like the true depths of my psychosis. I have a whole category of music that I call favorite albums by non-favorite artists. And
Ooh.
what I'm my goal for this year is I'm gonna like go listen to other albums by those artists. So like for example, I really, really, really love Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Never
Have not
listened.
listened to 1 minute of any other Pink Floyd album. And they have like 30 albums.
Holy shit.
So
I
it's
didn't know
like
they had that
if
many.
I love Pink Floyd The Wall, I will probably at least really like a couple of their other, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like
There's a
that's funny. That's like it's sort of similar, different, you know, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm doing this year.
well, I think it's even funnier because, I ended last year on the like, oh, I'm starting to get into new music tip, like all the Jack White and
Mhm.
and the Wilco stuff like really got me moving into a new direction, and then oh shit. Okay, wait. So yeah, so now I'm on Hoodie Allen. Okay, we
Oh,
have
so you're gonna roll real quick.
less than a minute.
All right, I'll get the list pulled up.
Awesome. Okay, so we rolled a 5.
Okay, that's favorite kitchen utensil.
Oh fuck.
We've never done that one. That's exciting.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us on this bonus episode where we get back in our groove. Tone and Tone find their groove again. Eh,
The host's new groove.
Uh, so yeah,
Wrong.
pull the lever, Tony.
Wrong lever.
All right. Well,
I
I'll
feel like
talk
we're
to you.
just we're just like desperate for the right like joke to cut